The most important concept in Counter-Strike 2 to understand is power. Today, we're going to explore what this means and how we can take advantage of this so that we can become the best player possible. Starting off on the very basic level of what power means is, do you have a man advantage situation or are you at a man disadvantage? This is going to dictate so much about our decision making and what we're doing. If our team is running out mid and they end up getting 2 kills, they kill the window player and the cat player, well, I'm not going to sit there in a 5v3 with a 2-man advantage and try to force something by walking out A. Think about how stupid that is for a second, because you are sitting there and going, yeah, my team's getting kills. Let me willingly walk out and maybe potentially take a 1v1 or a 1v2 at worst case and throw that advantage right away. Now, if we flip it to the other end where we're in a 3v5 situation, it makes a lot of sense here to try to drag ourselves back into it by walking out and making an, in quotes, more risky play, right? Because you have to make something happen. Power is going to dictate all of this. Same thing on CT side. Man advantage situation, the easiest way to look at this. If we're in a 5v4, I don't need to sit there and solo peek window to try to get a kill. If we just play this round out, we group up together and we're able to trade, we're able to aggress together as a team, then we are going to be so much better off. Maybe it's a heavy mid, right? And it's like we have that man advantage. Why on earth would I peek in here and willingly take a 1v3? That makes no sense. And you say, well, Coach, it's for info. Guys, do you need info in a 5v4? Again, we have the round 1. It doesn't make sense to sit there and throw your life away for info. Ultimately, you're just going to lead a kill back, and it's going to be very, very bad for your team. I'm going to explore this topic a little bit more, and we're going to learn some really good stuff by the end of this video. But first, I got to tell you how to get the best looking skins in CS2.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, another way to do this, and it kind of goes back to the man advantage, but it's even further with your HP, is looking at it through that lens of health. If I'm on 1 HP, for example, got hit for 99, I killed somebody, why on earth would I sit there and try to refight? I don't have much power anymore. I'm powerless. I'm on 1 HP. I have to do something to really flip the scales and find myself in a better spot. That might be Bogdan's Law, where we switch to the Opera. Now we have the Op and can post up on a really passive long-range fight where we can just one-shot kill our opponents. Now the power is slightly going back because of the gun we have. Or maybe it's, hey, boost me in a really effective spot that's really sneaky, and now even though I'm powerless, I can still get a frag. Maybe it's even, hey, I'm not even trying to play for a kill anymore. I'm just going to be the B jump spotter, guys, and when I spot somebody, I'm just going to sit here and stay alive for you guys. I'm not fighting. I'm finding at value in some way, in some aspect for my team without just looking at kills. We can look at it through power. How am I going to apply the most power possible in this situation? Can even be going back to that man advantage thing. Group up with your team. That solo window peek might be really stupid, or it could be genius if you have a teammate that's flashing for you and a guy peeking con at the same time and a guy behind you window. Now we're triple clearing mid together. We have a lot of power in this situation. Same thing in post plants, guys. There's a reason that we don't want to smoke CT, stairs, and jungle and say a 3v5. We have 3 people, they have 5 alive, and we're on T side. Because guess what? You're going to plant the bomb here, but positionally, we have no power. Positionally, we can't do anything with this. It's something that you're falling into a lot. I see this time and time again, and you need to think about it in that way. It's why on Mirage, we want to take spawn a lot with flashes. Go in here, because now we can set up crossfires. We can play at the timings a bit. They go tap the bomb. They have to come out here and clear us. They don't know where we went because there's more things they have to think about. It all goes back to that root of power. Think about it in that way. Your utility, that is power. That's why people say, well, Kojo, why should I buy util if I'm not good at it? Because that's going to give you positional power. It's going to make chaos. It's going to confuse your opponents and just make you better than you need to be, better than you should be because of stuff like this. You throw a defensive smoke out, they're running out ramp and they're like, oh, shoot, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't have any power now. I can't aggress through here. If I go through, I'm going to be gray screen. Seriously, flip your brain to think like this, and you will go so much farther in this game than you would expect. Same thing when we're out of spawn, guys. Why are we buying together as a team? Why aren't we just forcing up every single round and running it down? Because of power. You're just forcing everyone. You're throwing economy away. It doesn't make sense. So Every single situation pros play in, they're thinking through this lens, and that's going to dictate every decision that they're making with their smokes, with their spacing, with their trading, with their lurking. All of it, man, is it all ties back into that same thing of power. So hopefully you guys learned something new today. I'm gonna keep it short. If you want personal coaching from me, please check out my website. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.